Growing concern tonight over the feds reportedly considering a, quote, massive new land grab, this one in Texas. Less than 2 weeks ago, we watched federal agents face off against a Nevada rancher and his supporters over grazing rights. Now some Texas ranchers say the Bureau of Land Management is trying to seize their property as part of another proposed land grab, this one of 90,000 acres. Rancher Teddy Henderson says the land is his fair and square.
How can BLM come in and say, hey, this isn't yours, even though it was patented from the state? You've always paid taxes on it. Our family's paid taxes for over 100 years on this place. We've got a deed to it, but yet they walked in and said it wasn't ours.
Dana Lash is host of Dana on the Blaze TV and a talk show host for Radio America. Dana, good to see you. So this rancher, not unlike Cliven Bundy, lost. He went to court and he lost. The feds took his land. That happened 30 years ago. Again, not unlike Cliven Bundy. But now what he is saying, what some other Texas ranchers are saying, is that the feds are coming back for a second bite at the apple. They're not happy with just what they got 30 years ago, and they're going to come back for more, about 90,000 acres more.
Yeah, it's a bizarre story, Megan, and I don't know what makes the Bureau of Land Management think that they're going to have an easier time in Texas than they did in Nevada. It's a little bit different from Cliven Bundy's situation because his was private property and then open range laws with public land that he had a claim of mineral rights to. This is legit private property. I mean, they have the deed. They've had the deed. It's been in the family for generations, and they've paid taxes on it this entire time. And the Bureau of Land Management thinks that they can come in here with these new regulations and claim this land for what purpose? I'm not sure. And Megan, I don't know why they don't just allow the ranchers to say, okay, well, we have some land in Texas. We have some land in Oklahoma. There you go. But this is going to substantially change the border in Texas as well. It's bizarre.
It's strange to think that yet another dispute is popping up over, the ranch and where the boundaries are, right on the wake of the Bundy Ranch thing. But the BLM comes out and says, look, we are not considering expanding our land rights. But they say expanding, Dana, which has these ranchers saying that's the key words. They're claiming they already own it all, even though we've been farming it, we've been ranching it, and it doesn't belong to the feds.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got the point exactly, Megan. I mean, they own the land. They have the deed to it. It was given to them. The Bureau of Land Management is trying to argue that the state of Texas had no right to give deed to these ranchers. Well, I beg to differ with this. I mean, this is a state issue. And again, this is a bureaucratic entity that is trying to supplant state sovereignty. And states still have sovereignty in these United States, and the federal government and the President's Bureau of Land Management wants to completely ignore this.
Okay, so for people who are concerned about it, I just want to leave them with this, because the Oklahoma BLM issued a statement on this, and I want to put people at ease. This is what they said. The need for the Oklahoma Field Office Resource Management Plan is to respond to the new policies, including but not limited to energy, demand for limited resources, appropriate protection of sensitive resources, increases in conflict between competing resource values and land uses, and other issues that have surfaced since approval of the existing RPMs. The overall objective of the OFO RMP planning effort is to provide a collaborative planning approach that assists the BLM in updating the management decisions of the current RPMs. You got it? Good.
Megan, if you put that through the BS filter, it sounds like there's something on that land that they want. That's what I hear.
Don't worry about a thing. That cleared it right up. Thanks, Dana.
Thanks, Megan.
Yeah, that's bureaucratic doublespeak.